missing from the flash flooding and the major disasters here in eastern Kentucky. And I've never seen a disaster like this in all my life, especially here on the home front. It has devastated the area. Everyone has taken losses big time. It has swept homes, businesses, and churches off their foundations. And with all these people still missing, it's going to be ongoing in terms of search and rescue for some time. Anyone that wants to help with search and rescue, please email me, dabu7@yahoo.com. They are telling us that it's going to take years to rebuild here. It could be over 100 million worth of damage in this region. And I will say that the large town of Hazard seems to be getting most of the help which they need, but all the small towns that are still inundated with people missing are getting nothing. We saw emergency services come 3 miles down a long road, turn around and leave. There's people missing that have lost everything out here, and it's just absolutely heartbreaking. I want to thank everyone in advance that can help in this situation, no matter how it is, because we need everything that we can get in this situation. We do have a relief fund that we're trying to raise funds for. I'll have links below, and I'll continue to update on this.
He's ready to rebuild.
With each flood, it keeps getting higher, and with each flood, we hope that's the biggest one. And it just, it never seems to end.
No chance you'd ever leave?
No chance I'd ever leave.
How come?
Because this is home.
And Jesse.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakak Kadash, the boss of the apostles, the boss of the elders, the great most on Ruel, and Thomas' truth. Much respect to you brothers out there, just preaching his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Tabernacle David, Hopeful Lek, and the Speckled Bird. All right. And as you see, hey, the Lord is jacking up eastern Kentucky and other various parts of the world. You know, like Sin City, flooding those places, man. A judgment is being issued out. All right. Now, for a man, for a brother that lives down here in Kentucky, you know, I just want to give, you know, my little perspective on it, because down there in eastern Kentucky, you know, that's like country bunking town, and you got like a whole bunch of Edomites down there that can pretty much get away literally get away with murder, man. You know, literally, because you go to other places in Kentucky, because you have Louisville and Lexington. I believe there's another part of Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken. It's escaping my mind at the moment. But, you know, these places are quote unquote more civilized. You know, you got a little more things to do. You know, you got more police, you got more cameras. You know, you got the malls. Let's say you got the malls, you got the stores and stuff like that. But you go down to eastern Kentucky, other places like that, you know, when people say that Kentucky is a country state, you know, I used to get offended of that. I'm like, hey, down here where I'm at, we don't talk like that. We don't speak like that. We don't have that country accent. But they just don't know, you know, in other parts of Kentucky, they have that country accent now. They on that country bunking life. That's what I call them, man. But in those other places, you know, these Edomites can pretty much get away with murder, man. You ain't got all the police officers. Matter of fact, like the only things to do down there, yeah, you either got like a farm, you mountain climbing, and pretty much the only store that they have, you know, I know where my father was from, the only store that they had was Walmart, and I hated going down there, man. Got on my last nerves because it was like nothing to do. Okay. But once again, you know, these Edomites down there, they can pretty much get away with murder, get away with anything, man. All right, just dump your body out in the woods, out in the mountains, and nobody ain't gonna find you. All right, so you have touched the apple of the Lord's eye, and you are paying for it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this right here in 2 Maccabees, verse 7 and verse 31. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, you have been an author of mischief against our people. All right, your people has been writing these laws. You had slavery, you had neo-slavery. okay? Jim Crow, all these laws, all these things that you have written so Jake wouldn't get ahead in society, okay? You do your research. They fed our babies to alligators, all right? They dashed our babies into pieces, okay? Dashed our people into pieces. You had your way with our women, okay? Now these curses are being brought onto you, and eventually, hey, you are going to be touched. Blood is going to pursue you, and that's what we're seeing right now. Hey, this is just light work. The Lord just flooding your area, man. That's just light work, man. You being exposed, your own people exposing you. All right, hey, you on the losing team, man. This is Zechariah 2 and verse 8. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. You see that? And that's why you're seeing, Salakia, that's why you're seeing these Edomites being touched. And it's beautiful, man. Man, it's beautiful. Oh, Salakia. Hold on. Damn Satan, man. All right, that's beautiful, man. Seeing these damn Edomites being touched. Matter of fact, you had this Edomite that came to the camp the other day, and pretty much me and the brothers was just laughing at him, man, because dude ain't got no teeth, ain't got no job, and he's over here trying to have us pray to Caesar Borgia, pray the Lord's Prayer. I'm like, hey, we ain't about that, man. Okay? The God that you're praying to is Caesar Borgia, and we don't pray out in public. All right? Read Matthew 6. We don't pray out in public, man. So, hey, you pretty much a two-time loser. Matter of fact, let's get Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Let's get that real quick. This is Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies, upon them that hate thee, which persecute thee. So we seeing these curses being poured upon the Edomites, man. They're two-time losers. All right, this kingdom was set up for you to win, and you a big-time loser, man. Big-time loser. So that power structure is failing you, man. This is Psalms 139 and verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? All right, because, hey, you're that lump of clay that's made to dishonor the Lord. So we're allowed to hate you. All right, because I remember growing up, and my father's a pastor, and he would say, hey, you ain't supposed to hate nobody. Well, ye do err not knowing the scriptures. As I came into the truth and learned from real men, the Holy Spirit quickened me, learning from real men, and we learn, yes, you can hate them because they hate you. They hate the Lord. And am not I grieve with those that rise up against thee? Isn't Esau Edom rising up against the Lord? He got his space station. Okay? Hey, we hate y'all. Y'all hated us. Y'all had that perpetual hatred. Read Ezekiel 35. You had that perpetual hatred against our people. I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. All right? And that's why we look at you Jakes out there that's telling our people, oh, these people ain't the same no more. Lord said never trust thy enemy, man. These people hate you. These people want you gone. These people want you dead, man. We hate them with a perfect hatred. Okay? So they have a lot of hell coming to them, man. Let me get this right here. I didn't want this lesson to be too long. Like I said, I just wanted to give y'all a perspective from a brother that actually, lives down here in Kentucky. Once again, down in those parts, best believe, because it seems like it's more Edomites down in those parts than it is Jake. And, hey, they be doing some stuff. It may not make it to the news. Most likely it's not making it to the news, but they be doing some stuff, man. For sure. It's no coincidence that the Lord is flooding that area. And I believe this is like the second time. It may have been in another area, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, the Lord is bringing that judgment upon y'all, man. And it's beautiful. This is Psalms 37 and verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. All right, you see Esau, Edom in his kingdom. He's living that lavish life. Don't be envious of him. It's just his time to rule. But as we seeing, hey, the Lord's taking a chunk out of his ass, man. Okay? The Lord is bringing down that judgment on him. It is not a good time to be Edomite. As you read in verse 2, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. You see that? So they're being cut down as we speak. The numbers are being brought down, and they're really going to be brought down. As you read in Ezekiel 25 and various other chapters, and the Lord's going to use us to take down this man. The Lord's going to use his son, the angels, and he's going to use the men of the Lord. Okay? And so, hey, we got next, man. Just have patience in the Lord. As you read in verse 3, trust in the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and do good, so thou shalt dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. All right? So we're going to be fed. We're going to be living fat, living lavishly in due time, but just wait in the Lord. All right? Trust in the Lord. Okay? Matter of fact, verse 4, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. That's coming, man. All right, because this kingdom is not our rest. It's time for Esau Edom to rule. This is that little season that the devil shall be loosed. Okay? So this is not our time, but hey, eventually the Lord's going to give the desires of our heart and more. Okay? What the Lord has planned for us in the kingdom of heaven is literally going to blow our minds, man. It's going to be wilder than our wildest dreams, man. Okay? So, hey, we living in some beautiful times seeing Esau Edom be in touch, man. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. But I just want to end it right there. Lord, when it's edifying, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Karkadash and Wa Abba Shalom.